Time itself is bending, and love is being tested like never before. In the misty Scottish Highlands, one impossible choice stands between life and heartbreak. Fraser must do the unthinkable, send Claire back to her own time. But can their love survive when the years threaten to tear them apart? The morning is quiet, almost eerily so. Mist curls around the hills, wrapping the old stone castle in a pale, ghostly veil. Every sound feels sharper: the distant caw of a crow, the wind brushing against the heather, the soft echo of boots on worn stone. Jamie stands by the edge of the courtyard, his coat brushing the cold stone, eyes fixed on the figure of Claire across the way. She's calm, but there's a tension in her shoulders, a quiet resignation that makes his chest ache. Neither of them speaks. Words feel too heavy. To final dot, Jamie watches her approach, each step deliberate. Each movement like a silent battle against the fear building inside both of them. He can see the way her fingers brush against the small bundle she carries, things from her time, tokens of a world that does not belong to this one. His heart twists with every beat. How can he let her go, knowing that the life he has built, the love he has fought for, will be left behind like a shadow in the past? He swallows hard, forcing himself to stay grounded. Claire needs him to be strong, but strength tastes bitter tonight, like iron on his tongue. Claire stops just a few feet away, looking up at him with eyes that have seen more pain than most endure in a lifetime. She doesn't speak. There is a long silence filled with unspoken words, the promises, the fears, the shared history that no one else could ever understand. Jamie wants to reach out, to hold her and never let her go. But he knows that time is cruel, and there is a path she must take, one that will carry her away from him across centuries back to a world he cannot follow. He steps closer, closing the small space between them, and for a moment, it's as if the world shrinks down to the two of them, mist swirling around their feet. The air heavy with anticipation. He finally speaks. Voice low but steady, carrying the weight of everything he feels. Claire, it's time. The words are simple, almost too small to bear the weight of what they mean. Claire nods, her eyes glistening but determined. She trusts him, even as her heart trembles. Jamie reaches out, taking her hand in his, fingers interlocking in a grip that speaks louder than words ever could. Every touch is a promise, a lifeline, a quiet rebellion against the cruelty of fate. Together, they begin this slow walk toward the unknown, each step heavy with the knowledge that life will never be the same. The castle walls seem to hold their breath, the wind slowing in the courtyard as if the Highlands themselves understand the gravity of this moment. With every step closer to the portal, Jamie's heart hammers in his chest, a drumbeat of fear, love, and loss. Claire glances at him, giving a small, fleeting smile, a gesture meant to reassure him even as it shatters. His heart, the world they know, is shifting beneath their feet. Time is no longer an ally, is an enemy. And yet, in the quiet tension of that moment, amidst the mist and the cold stone, love refuses to let go. Every step toward the portal is heavy, not just with the chill of the Highlands air, but with memories that cling to Jamie and Claire like shadows. This is more than a journey through time. It is a journey through everything they've lived, fought, and lost together. Jamie's mind drifts back to the first time he saw Claire. Her modern clothes strange against the 18th century backdrop, her courage striking him like lightning. He remembers the way she laughed in the face of danger, how she never faltered, even when life threatened to crush them. And now, as she walks beside him, that same courage is tempered by sorrow. The knowledge that they are about to be torn apart by forces neither can control. Claire carries her own memories, each one a fragile thread connecting her to both past and future. She recalls the surgery she performed, the life she led in her own time, the people she loved before she ever met Jamie. And yet, nothing prepared her for this. the weight of leaving behind the man who has become her entire world. She can feel his heart in the warmth of his hand, hear the unspoken pleas in his silence. Every stone underfoot, every gust of Highland wind seems to whisper warnings. Time is not patient. And neither is fate. The portal waits, hidden in a secluded grove, a swirl of silver light shimmering between the trees. It pulses like a heartbeat, alive and demanding. Jamie glances at it with an intensity that betrays his fear. This is the line they cannot cross together. The magic that has brought them here cannot carry both. Only one of them will step through, leaving the other in a world that will grow colder with their absence. Yet amidst the tension, there is also a strange beauty. This moment is theirs. A final chapter written in the language of touch, glance, and breath as they move closer. The past rushes forward in fragments, whispered promises, stolen kisses, narrow escapes from death, battles fought and victories earned. Jamie's fingers tighten around Claire's for a heartbeat too long. He wants to remember everything's her voice, the way her hair catches the light, the softness of her hand. But memory is a double-edged sword. It binds him to her and reminds him of the loss that is about to come. Claire senses it too. She tilts, her head meeting his gaze, and in that look is everything they cannot say aloud. Fear, love, hope, despair. The portal shimmers behind her, and the choice becomes undeniable. Time is calling her, and Jamie must release the woman who carries both his past and his future in her hands. The Highlands seem to hold their breath as they pause just before the threshold. The air is thick with mist, carrying the scent of earth, rain, and the faint tang of magic. This is a place suspended between worlds, a liminal space where love and duty collide. Jamie leans closer, his voice barely more than a whisper. No matter where time takes you, I will find you. Claire nods, the faintest quiver of a smile brushing her lips. And together, they take the first step toward an impossible goodbye. The portal's light ripples like water in the shadows of the grove, silver and alive, almost breathing. Every step closer makes the air heavier, as if the Highlands themselves are mourning with them. Jamie's chest tightens, each heartbeat echoing louder than the last. He can feel the weight of centuries pressing down, not just the time that separates them, but the memories, the love, the impossible future that may never come. He wants to speak, to stop time itself, to hold Claire until the world bends to their will, but he knows he cannot. The laws of fate are merciless. Claire's fingers tremble in his hand. Not from the cold, but from the storm raging inside her. She glances at Jamie, her eyes flicking between the portal and him. She sees everything she has ever loved in that. Gaze the fire that burns brighter than any Highland sun. The unwavering courage, the sacrifices that have shaped her own heart. And yet she knows she must step forward. Every instinct screams to stay, to cling to what they've built together. But the pull of her own time is relentless. Her voice catches, and the words escape as a fragile whisper. Jamie, I have to go. Jamie swallows hard, jaw tight, his eyes glistening with emotion he refuses to name aloud. He nods, almost imperceptibly, as though letting her go could shatter him entirely. Each step she takes toward the portal feels like an eternity, and yet, in that slow movement, there is a strange kind of intimacy. Every glance, every brush of their fingers speaks louder than words could. He remembers the battles they faced together, the wars, the blood, the betrayals, and wonders if they can survive this one. Not a battle of swords, but a battle of hearts. The wind rustles the leaves above, carrying with it the faint scent of rain and heather. Jamie leans closer, voice trembling yet firm. No matter what time takes from us, I will wait for you. Claire's lips quiver, tears gathering, but she forces a brave smile. She clutches a small Tucana watch. Ring a thread of home and presses it into his palm, a promise she cannot speak aloud. Jamie's fingers close around it, holding not just the object, but the memory, the hope. The love that will keep him tethered to her even when centuries separate them. The portal swells, light spilling over the grove like liquid silver, casting long, distorted shadows that seem to mimic their own anguish. Jamie and Claire linger in that suspended moment, two hearts bound by time, yet facing an impossible goodbye. Every instinct screams to fight the inevitable, yet they understand. Stepping forward is survival. Staying is heartbreak. Claire inhales deeply, holding on to every ounce of him, and finally, with a trembling step, she crosses the threshold. Light envelops her, wrapping her in a shimmer of past and future, leaving Jamie standing alone, the echo of her presence lingering like a whisper in the mist. Jamie stands frozen, fingers clutching the token, eyes fixed on the fading glow. The world feels emptier, colder, yet a quiet resolve settles within him. Time may have stolen her from him for now, but love is patient. Love is enduring. And in that still, silver-lit grove, Jamie makes a silent vow. No matter the years, no matter the trials, no matter the distance, he will find her. The silver light of the portal flickers, casting long, wavering shadows across the grove. Claire stands just beyond its edge, the shimmer of her outline almost too beautiful to behold. Jamie's breath catches in his chest, as if the air itself has thickened with sorrow. Time has never felt so heavy, so unyielding. Every instinct in him screams to pull her back, to defy the laws of the universe and hold her close. But he knows some battles cannot be won with strength or courage alone. This is one of those battles. Claire turns to him, eyes glistening, a mixture of fear, longing, and a determination that mirrors his own. She lifts her hand, letting it hover just above his heart, as if trying to imprint herself into his very being. Jamie steps forward, fingers brushing against hers one last time. The touch is electric, a fleeting moment that carries years of love, struggle, and whispered promises. The mist swirls around them, curling like the memories they've shared, soft, ethereal, and impossible to hold on to. Jamie. Her voice is soft, almost swallowed by the portal's hum, but it strikes him like a dagger. Every word is loaded with meaning. Love, farewell, hope. He swallows, his throat tight, and whispers back, "I'll find you, no matter where or when." It is not a plea. It is a vow that will echo across centuries. Claire smiles through tears, her hand slipping from his as she steps forward. The portal embraces her, silver light cascading over her like liquid glass, erasing the space between her and her own time. Jamie watches, rooted to the spot as the glow envelops her completely. The token she left in his hand, a small, delicate piece of her world, feels impossibly heavy, and yet somehow filled with hope. He presses it to his chest, feeling the weight of her presence even in absence. Around him, the grove seems to exhale, the wind carrying whispers of what was and what may come. It is a moment suspended outside of time. Grief and love intertwined, impossible to separate. As the portal dims and the shimmer fades, Jamie remains standing in the misty clearing, alone but unbroken. Every heartbeat is a drum of longing. Every breath a reminder that love does not adhere to the rules of time. He steps back from the spot where she disappeared, the faintest smile brushing his lips, a mix of pain and hope. Somewhere in the threads of time, Claire is carrying a piece of him, just as he carries her in every fiber of his being. And though centuries may lie between them, the promise remains unbroken. Love endures. The screen lingers on the grove, mist curling like memories, light fading into the soft shadows of the Highlands. The audience feels the ache of goodbye. Yet a spark of hope persists, a promise that love will bridge every distance, every era, every impossibility. A final line whispers across the narration. Time may separate them, but nothing can erase the heart. The mist of the Highlands slowly begins to settle, curling around the ancient stones and fading trees. Jamie stands alone now, the silver light of the portal just a memory in the air. But the warmth of Claire's presence still clings to him like a whisper. He closes his eyes and breathes deeply, the weight of absence pressing on him, yet tempered by the fragile thread of hope. Time may have pulled them apart, but every heartbeat carries her, every thought keeps her near. In the silence of the grove, the air itself seems to murmur promises. Love, once true, it's never lost. As the wind brushes against his face, Jamie gently touches the token Claire left in his hand. It is small, yet it feels immense, a bridge between worlds, a reminder that love does not fade even when the years try to erase it. He gazes across the rolling hills, imagining her safe, alive, and holding on to the memories they've created together. Every shadow, every glimmer of light in the Highlands reminds him that their story is not finished. Theirs is a love that defies time, that stretches beyond centuries, and that no distance can truly sever. Claire, on the other side of the portal, feels the same invisible tether. She holds him in her heart, the echo of his voice still whispering. Through her mind, I will find you. Across worlds, across lifetimes, their love persists, an unbroken thread weaving through past, present, and future. For the audience, it is a reminder that love's power is eternal. Even when farewell seems absolute, hope lingers. Shimmering like the first light of dawn over the Highlands, the camera oar in a faceless video. The visuals lingers on the misty landscape, a slow pan over rolling hills, ancient trees, and the soft glimmer of light where the portal once shimmered. It is quiet, reflective, yet alive with emotion. A gentle voiceover closes the story, soft and resonant. Time may separate them, but true love endures. And in every heartbeat, in every memory, they will always find each other. Finally, the screen fades to black, leaving viewers with a lingering sense of hope, longing, and anticipation. Subtle text appears. What will happen next? Will love conquer time? A prompt to engage, discuss, and return for more. The video ends not with closure, but with an invitation to imagine, wonder, and feel the story continue beyond the screen. The Highlands are quiet now, but the air still vibrates with the echoes of what just happened. Jamie lingers in the clearing, the token warm in his hand, almost alive, as if it carries a heartbeat of its own. He closes his eyes, imagining Claire on the other side, walking a world that moves faster, a time that does not belong to him. Yet, even across the gulf of centuries, there is a sense that she is not truly gone. Love has a way of bending reality, of carving a path where none seems possible. Every gust of wind, every ripple in the mist, feels like her voice brushing against. His soul. Time is no longer a boundary, is a canvas, stretching infinitely in both directions. Painted with the memories and promises of their love, Jamie lifts his gaze to the rolling hills, imagining her laughter, her courage, her hand once again entwined with his. In that moment, the mist seems to shimmer, as if the Highlands themselves are conspiring to keep their bond alive. A crow calls. In the distance, a fleeting shadow crosses the ground, and Jamie senses a presence, an unspoken assurance that this farewell is not the end. The screen nor in a faceless video. The imagery lingers on the quiet landscape, showing distant hills, the remnants of the portal's silver glow, and a sky tinged with dawn. It feels alive, as if the world itself holds its breath, waiting for the next chapter. Voiceover whispers, soft but resonant. They are apart, yet together, separated by centuries, but bound by a promise no time can undo. And somewhere, in the threads of tomorrow, they will find each other again. Finally, the visuals focus on the token in Jamie's hand, shimmering in the soft morning light. It is small, fragile, yet unbreakably, like their love. The screen slowly fades to black, leaving viewers suspended between heartbreak and hope. with one lingering question echoing in their minds: when two hearts are meant to be together, can even time keep them apart? Asterisk, the Highlands are bathed in a soft golden light as the morning mist begins to dissolve, revealing rolling hills that seem to stretch into eternity. Jamie stands alone at the edge of the grove, the token still clutched in his hand, a tangible piece of Claire's world, a piece of her heart. Every heartbeat echoes in the quiet air, each one a reminder that even in separation, love refuses to fade. He breathes deeply, the scent of heather and rain filling his lungs. And for a moment, it is as if Claire's presence lingers in the wind brushing his cheek, warming his soul. He gazes toward the horizon, where the silver shimmer of the portal has long vanished, yet the memory of her crossing remains vivid. In that empty space, 1,000 unspoken words float between them. Promises, confessions, dreams, and the silent vow that neither time nor distance can erase. Jamie's eyes glisten, but there is no surrender, only a quiet, steadfast hope. Love has marked him indelibly, and he knows that wherever Claire is, the same invisible thread pulls them toward each other. The camera, or in a faceless video, the visuals drift slowly over the mist-draped hills, following Jamie's gaze toward the unseen future. The light catches the token in his hand, and it glimmers like a beacon, a reminder that every ending is also a beginning. Voiceover cuts in, soft and haunting. Love is not measured by time, nor bound by place. It survives in memory, in longing, in every whispered promise. And sometimes, it waits, patient and unwavering, for the moment when hearts can beat together again. As the screen lingers on the Highlands, the token glinting in the soft sun, the mist rolling away like a sigh, the audience feels both the ache of farewell and the spark of hope. There is no closure, no finality, only the sense that their story is far from over, that the threads of destiny are still weaving their paths together. A final text fades in. When love transcends time, the heart never forgets. The screen fades to black, leaving viewers with awe, longing, and a lingering question. Will Jamie and Claire find each other again? This final section closes the video with poetic resonance, emotional depth, and cinematic imagery, ensuring viewers leave both satisfied and yearning for more.